Hello, my name is Ronnie Smith, and I want to tell you a story. Back in '03, when I graduated from college, I got a job working at a small hospital. For 2 years, I worked hard, gained the respect of my peers. Then, like many others, I fell in love. Unfortunately, I fell in love with the wrong kind of woman. And for the next 3 years, she took me from being a good person to a bad person. She used me just for my money, and used me in any way she could to get what she wanted. And on the day of my uncle's funeral, she broke up with me. I was devastated, and I went wild. For 6 weeks, I did things I shouldn't have done, but I did. For that, I regret it. Then, God smiled down on me, and He gave me the most wonderful person I could spend my life with, my beautiful wife, Sarah. We were married on wonderful September 4th, 2008. The very next day, we left for our honeymoon to Marietta, Ohio. It was the best weekend of my life. Right around the end of March, I discovered something at the hospital where I was working that wasn't right. The hospital was doing something very illegal, and I refused to be a part of it. And therefore, they fired me because they didn't want to keep me quiet. Well, my wife was 3 months pregnant at the time. We found out on January 16th. I was devastated, and I looked tirelessly for a job. I found one in late June for a home care company, but after working many hours and being told flat out that I was just working those extra hours to gain extra money, which was not the true case, I grew bored and disheartened with the place. Even after my daughter was born, I couldn't take no joy in her birth because I was so depressed. Then I ended up getting hurt on the job, where I had to have a double hernia repair in my groin. And being off for a while, they let me go. Which that was fine. I hated home care work anyway. That was in November of 2009. I was on unemployment till February of 2012. Almost 3 years. Finally, I went to work at Community Action. After many years of praying, crying, asking God why. My unemployment gone, I went to work doing manual labor. And every day I went to work, I took a bottle of anointing oil, and I knew I was going to have to do things right from here on out. So every morning before I went to work, I anointed my head with oil and prayed a prayer to God, just asking Him to tame my wicked heart, to tame my tongue, and to let me do the best job I could to bring Him glory. Apparently, I found the recipe for success, because within 2 months, I got a phone call from a very wonderful facility. Funny thing is, I used to work for this hospital, but my ex said to me, and I quote, "I don't want you working there because I can't keep an eye on you." So she made me quit. I never thought I'd ever work at that hospital again, but apparently God saw other reasons. I started work for them on May 15th. It was my first day of work. The day I got ready for work, I was wearing my scrubs. I actually bawled my eyes out in my kitchen in front of my wife, telling her how much I was so happy to be back in my chosen field. The people at the hospital welcomed me with open arms. They didn't judge me. They just wanted me to do a good job. And every day I worked there, I tried to do my best. When I lost my job on April 1st, 2009, I thought my world was coming to an end. I thought God was punishing me. And in a way, He did. I'm not perfect. Not by a long shot. But everything I do now, I try to do to glorify Him. I myself want no rewards. I don't want no regard for what I do. No recognition. All I do to serve Him. To honor Him. As we all should. So if you're watching this video and you have a tough time finding a job, like it says in the Bible, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all His glory, and all these things will be added unto you. Look to God first. Then He'll fill in the missing pieces in your life. I want to tell this story because 2 days ago, it was 2 days ago, me and my wife and my little girl met at Taco Bell on Scioto Trails in Portsmouth. And some elderly man just came up to me and told me, God needs you to tell His glory, what He's done for you. Well, this is how I'm doing it. You who watch this know that I may have some troubles in my life, but I am not abandoning God. I'm not perfect, like some like to portray they are. We all have our faults. Like it says, for all have sinned and come short of the glory. But I will never defy His name. Deny His name, I mean. And I will never dishonor the hospital I work at. And I will always work as hard as I can for the manager I have now. So if you're watching this, take care, and God bless always. Thank you.